You waiting on this president?
Okay, the court is back in session in 3 cases. First case is cause number 317212. Second case is cause number 330846. And the third case is cause number 330848. All 3 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Matthew Brian Brown. Mr. Brown, is that your full name?
Yeah.
How are you doing, Mr. Brown?
All right.
That's good. Mr. Brown, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. James Paget. Mr. Paget, how are you doing?
Good way, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Brown's cases?
Your Honor, my understanding is that Mr. Boyd's going to make me offers on Mr. Brown's cases and email them to me. However, in the meantime, we're missing DVDs on 2 of the controlled substance cases.
Okay.
Now, I was notified yesterday that they had discovery ready for me, so if we could just get a regular reset and I can get these videos and I can review them with Mr. Brown.
Okay.
And then we can dispose of these cases.
Okay.
Judge March 2nd or March 23rd?
23rd.
Okay. Mr. Brown, your cases will be reset to March 23rd, 2022. Your attorney's gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Once you
Yes, Your Honor.
sign for your reset.
I'm gonna take you, but- all right. Yes, ma'am. It's best. It is what it is.
Next case that we have before us is cause number 330546. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Hernan Chavez. Mr. Chavez, would you please come forward? Okay, your full name is Hernan Chavez?
Yes, I'm not sure. How you doing, sir?
All right, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Chavez, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. James Paget. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement?
Your Honor, my understanding is that the videotape on Mr. Chavez's case is prepared upstairs for me, so if you would give us that same date. Mr. Boyd is relaying an offer to me on the case. It looks like it's Mr. Ham's case.
Okay,
He'll make an offer and then I'll discuss it with Mr. Ham once we see the DVD.
okay. Ms. Joy, check and see if we have bond conditions on this case.
So then as soon as the DVD comes in,
Hernan Chavez,
we'll both review it together.
yeah. Okay, could you reach me now? Okay, we need to give him some bond conditions, so he didn't have any.
They're gonna put some bond condition. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. So they're gonna put some standard conditions on it.
Three.
So it doesn't change anything about our case.
Okay.
It's standard.
Yes, understood.
So it's very important that he just wait right.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get some more information on just a second.
Well, do you want to, so you're gonna look into the
Yeah, that should be the first one. On the docket.
The older, newer.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Appreciate it. Yes, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Patrick, would you please hand this
Yes,
to the
sure.
client?
Okay, so you can just hang on to this and he's gonna read it to you.
Okay.
You can follow along.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chavez, your attorney has just handed you a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law, number 2. Do you see that document?
Yes.
Mr. Chavez, I will go over this document with you, and it reads as follows. Following arrest and or accusation in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, I do, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who, A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body, and as pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, A2 and C2. Do you understand that
Yes,
condition?
sir, I do.
And condition number 3, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, condition number 4 does not apply to you, Mr. Chavez, because that only applies in a DWI case. In your case, it's not a DWI case. Now, Mr. Chavez, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond may be revoked, and if your bond is revoked, you can be placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand?
I do.
Now, Mr. Chavez, your case is going to be reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed
You
day.
too. Have a
I'll
good day.
send you
Thank you,
that
sir.
information. So you're gonna see it. I'm taking it right after.
Oh, we do. Take care.
Bye-bye. Kevin Jefferson is the last one, Your Honor.
Next case is cause number 331028. Case is style of State of Texas versus Kevin Jamil Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, is your full name Kevin Jamel Jefferson?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Jefferson?
All right, how about you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. Asking Mr. Jefferson, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. James Padgett. Mr. Padgett, what is your announcement in Mr. Jefferson's case?
Your Honor, same announcement. We have received all the discovery. I have an offer that's been emailed to me by Mr. Boyd. We just need to see the DVD, which my understanding is it's ready upstairs.
Okay,
So if we could do the same date, the
What date is
23rd, if
that?
that's possible,
Is that March 23rd?
okay.
then I'm certain we can dispose of the case on that date.
Okay, Ms. Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson, your case has been reset to March 23rd of 2022. Your attorney was given a copy of your reset date. Once you get a copy of the reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir. You too.
And Mr. Padgett, this will conclude your
Yes,
case.
sure. Thank
You'll
you.
be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
So just wait 1 second, I'm down the page, just reset.